It's Drew Holmes here, getting ready to crank out some sales today, and I hope you guys are too. I wanted to throw something at you guys because I got something for you, and it's not your typical video. I want to ask you guys about what excuses that you're telling yourself, because I was listening to Cardone talk, and he had me basically write down a list of all the excuses that either I use or I might use. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I came up with a pretty big list of excuses. And I'm gonna give you guys an example of an excuse that I use. If I'm usually late to something, there's always some reason why. Like, there was 2 accidents on the highway, but the real reason that I was late is because I didn't leave enough time for the traffic. So an excuse is anything that you tell yourself as a justification for why you didn't or couldn't or won't do something. And you got to be very careful with this, because this is a slippery slope. Most of the low production people that don't take responsibility for their situation, don't take responsibility for themselves and the income that they have for their family, they're making a ton of excuses. And I can almost guarantee even guys like me are making a lot of excuses on a regular basis, and we don't even pay attention to it. We're not even noticing. So I want you guys to be more aware of the excuses that you're giving yourself, and it could be in whatever area of your life you're trying to improve. So if you're trying to improve your health, think about the excuses that you tell yourself about eating healthy, that you didn't have enough time. Well, that's not even the case. It's always an excuse, okay? So the root of all evil is actually excuses. It's not money. I know people say the root of all evil is money. The root of all evil is excuses and not taking responsibility. And it actually took me a long time to figure this out, and I'm embarrassed to say that, but it doesn't need to take you guys as long to figure it out as it took me, because your income will literally catapult. It will catapult once you know that you're taking responsibility for yourself, for your customers, for every single interaction that you have. When you don't make a sale, it's your fault. It's 100% your fault. When you waste time with a prospect, it's your fault, because you didn't find out that they weren't qualified. You didn't have the right attitude going in. So, if something didn't go your way, start taking responsibility, whether or not it's your fault. And this will literally change your entire life. It will change your whole outlook on everything. And it's something that is very, very important. Just got cut off by a soccer mom in a minivan. You got to get this right, guys. You got to get this right. Do not make excuses. So do what I did. Make a list of the excuses that you're going to give yourself. And the ones that I have are that I'm so tired because I have 2 kids and I got so much going on. I'm stressed out. I just don't have the energy. Whatever the excuse is, I can give you a lot of them. I just lost this customer, so now it's affecting my attitude. You need to stop with the excuses, cut them out, and find a way to identify what excuses you might use in the future, because whatever excuses you use, you can be sure they're going to come out in other ways. They're going to start to affect other areas of your life, because if you make an excuse in one area, you're going to start making excuses in other areas. So, I know that I'm throwing this at you guys from the standpoint of, being honest with yourself, but it's a hard thing to do. Nobody wants to admit that they actually don't tell themselves the truth about why they don't do something, okay? So I'm throwing this at you guys. It's good information. Take it if you want it. It's going to help you guys if you take it, and pass this along to somebody that needs it, because I can tell you I need to hear this message over and over. So I might come back and listen to my own video, because to remind myself what I committed to. I committed to myself to not make excuses in my life. I committed to myself to not make excuses to my family about why I don't have the income that we should have. I'm not going to make excuses about my excuses. And think about that. I guarantee you guys, you're making excuses about your excuses. It's a slippery slope, okay? So get out of it. I'll see you guys soon.